Hello, my name's Skelsey, and this is
You didn't see anything.
from the Waffle Klub. You may recognize my voice. I am the gamer for their Kingdom Hearts playthrough segment. And he's our commentator, my commentator. And this is the first time we're actually appearing on camera, so kind of a big deal.
Yeah, you're gonna have a heart attack when you see Cody. Literally.
Is he really that ugly?
No, he's not ugly, it's just so different from his skin.
And his voice, I haven't even met the guy, but his voice sounds like he's a lot older than he is.
Oh, he's actually a lot older than you think. Well,
is he 20? Because that's what I hear when I hear his voice.
No, he's about two years older than me. Eagle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's an Eagle Scout too, so...
Oh, wait, is that the I think I met him.
He's the cool guy.
Okay, yeah. Well, now we're really off topic, sorry.
Yeah! Exactly what we were going for this video.
I'm gonna do a little introduction of my...
Put your lipstick away.
It's chapstick.
No.
Of my channel and also Waffle Klub. And it's gonna go up on Waffle Klub. It will also go up on GetoKam when that finally appears.
Whenever I help make it. So
oh, wait a minute.
If you want to see more live segments, if you want to see vlogs, if you want to see faces, then comment. Say. Admit.
Look. Everything's...
Yeah, it's backwards. It's backwards.
Why is it backwards?
Because I made it that way.
Okay.
Oh. Did that thing just focus on my cheek?
No, I tapped it to bring the lighting back. Yeah, see, look, I can...
Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all!
Where were you on the night of December, or whatever?
I can't see now.
Anyways. So, yeah. First off, let's start with Waffle Klub. Spaz?
Yes. I'd say
Are you gonna do your introduction of the Waffle Klub?
Since we're recording this with GetoKam, like I'm saying, since we're recording this with GetoKam, I can't just post a video of Cody, a picture of Cody over there. Over there. Wait, okay, over there. Over there. Like, over here. all over. That'd be a prettier shot.
Anyways.
Him attempting to do the Soldier Boy. He used to be able to do it. He can't anymore.
Lovely.
Oh, right. I'm supposed to continue talking.
Yeah, you're supposed to introduce.
This is unscripted.
Extremely. I think in the future we will script our videos.
And you can see what I see. Can you see what I see? Right there. You guys can't see it, but there's a little timer that's saying how long we've been recording.
Yeah, you don't need to.
3:29.
Anyways, point is, explain the Waffle Klub, the premise, all that.
What?
Explain the premise of the Waffle Klub.
We didn't talk about this!
Explain the premise of the Waffle Klub.
What's premise?
What it's about, why you started it and everything.
Oh, right.
And what it's here to do.
Okay, Waffle Klub is, me and my friend Cody decided that we wanted to start a YouTube channel a couple years back. We never actually got it started until this year, but
last year, actually.
Yeah, last year. But the thing is, about it, the thing that inspired, I don't know about Cody. I do believe that he's just a fan of everything and he enjoys having fun. And recording is really fun. What inspired me to record was Gingecast, to be perfectly honest. They're the people who got me going and thinking, hey, I can do that. Because watching Chimney Swift or Sky does Minecraft, or Sly Fox Hound, or any of those other gaming channels that all seem to work for machinima. That's the goal, by the way. Goal right there. Work for try to get a contract and work for Machinima.
That's gonna happen, yeah.
It's gonna take forever. That you can see anything. But back to JudgeCast were like, hey, start a server, and yeah, it was just kind of like, wait a second. Me and my friend have a server. Me and my friend want to record. Chimney over here is going, hey, start your own YouTube channel. Start it. Start it. Start it. Start it. Start it. Start it. Sorry, cheekbone. But yeah, we lit a fire under our butts. It burned. We jumped in water first. Then we made the YouTube channel. We recorded a couple of videos. They got rejected due to time, because I was not yet aware of the time limit. So that's why the first video that comes up on our playlist just so happens to say, finally, our long-awaited comeback. That's the first video. How about you?
Well, are you gonna talk about your segments?
At the moment we've got a couple where it's I'm teaching Cody how to redstone when it comes to complicated redstone, but so far he knows a couple of stuff like redstone timers, watches, and by timers I mean just going bloop, 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 bloop. But it's really cool because he thinks of new ways to use basic technology and create awesome stuff. Like a transit system that goes through an entire ocean to get from one island to the other. Or, what's it called? The artillery gun, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, shoots, if you put lava right in front of it, it can shoot fire.
Yeah.
You can also use, magma. Or other stuff but, yeah, basically, that's Cody's corner at the moment. It might become Seth Blade later. Other than that, we have Kingdom Hearts going.
That's gaming with Skullsy. That's what I decided to call it.
I call it Skull. Because it's my channel.
Whatever.
Okay, well, back to what I was saying. I really wish Cody was here right now, because I think he feels a little left out.
Sorry, Cody. Sorry, I kind of stole your.
We apologize.
Sorry, I kind of stole your spot, but this is also serving as my intro video for my channel.
You didn't steal a spot.
Well, I meant still you and most of the stuff on Waffle Klub right now is you and me. I'm a partner for Waffle Klub. I'm not a member of it.
Well, then again, Cody, we need to have a talk. We need to light a butt under your fire again. A fire under your.
I'm not as thick as you drunk I am.
Okay, what I meant to say was we need to light a fire under your butt again, because I would personally like to start cranking out videos every Saturday, get quite a few up. But yeah, it takes time to render and edit, and that's why it takes so long for us to do stuff.
And that's why GetoKam is here, basically, because the whole point of GetoKam is we don't edit.
And we came up with the phrase, nuke it! Nuke! Subtitles. I can't say nor hear anything!
Okay. And then there's the WTF stuff, which...
Oh yes, WTF is, it all started where I was tinkering with the new updates to action effects on my iPod, where my cat was doing something naughty, and she was like, I'll test this out on her.
My plant needs to be watered. I'm gonna water my plant on YouTube.
Oh snap! In the middle of a story too.
Yeah.
Wait to interrupt.
Okay, continue.
I love you, plant. Okay, back to what I was saying. Basically, I'm recording, testing this new effect. I'm thinking, how is this gonna turn out? I'm about to hit stop when my mom accidentally drops a plate in the background. It shatters, it draws my cat's attention, makes her walk towards it. I'm looking the other way because I'm looking to see if anybody got hurt. And then I see that she walked off, so I hit stop. And since it was avalanche, it was just kind of like...
So that's I didn't know this backstory.
Yeah, yeah. If you look closely, you can hear it.
Yeah.
So she walks away. All of a sudden, boom. So I was like, I'm uploading that. I called it WTF episode 1. And then I didn't tell Cody about this. I was just kind of uploading behind his back this time. So it was WTF. By the way, you disliked it, and it says it's bad. It's not bad. Bad. It's not bad. You need to watch it. Bye. Basically, and so I decided to call it. So because she had walked away before the avalanche hit, I decided to name it Epic Action Kitty Nearly Escapes Avalanche.
And it's like 7 ... and it's WTF.
It's supposed to be WTF episode 1.
Yeah.
I put too many dots.
Okay. Anyways, okay, so now my time. I only get 5 minutes to do my thing.
Oh, we can make a second one.
We can do a second one.
Us!
We'll do a second
And Skull.
Okay, well.
Part 2.
Okay, well, then we're going to do...
Without Cody. Sorry, Cody. Sorry, Cody. Sorry.
You
That's the only thing in the description other than this is Spaz and Skull in real life, and then
yeah.
It's gonna say sorry Cody, sorry Cody, sorry Cody, sorry. I'm tripping with my words. It's just gonna say sorry Cody over and 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 over. Exactly.
Okay. Well, we're gonna call it quits for now. We'll be back in about 40 seconds.
And your time is how long it takes to click on the video, to click out a video, and hit back.